So Google just released a new model called Flash Experimental. It comes with this unique and powerful image generation feature that allows users to provide specific and detailed instructions when making changes to existing images. Now, ChatGPT does have something similar with DALL-E 3, but it struggled with even some of the most basic tasks. Let me show you what I mean. Here's an image of me. I asked the ChatGPT 4.0 model to change the color of my shirt to pink, and here's what I got. As you can see, it didn't change the color of my shirt to anything. Then I thought to myself, what about that new ChatGPT 4.5 model that's excellent for writing tasks? Maybe it can do it. Well, that didn't really work either. You can see there, it did better than the 4.0 model, but still not what I wanted. Now, when I asked Gemini to give it a try, here's how the results turned out. As you can see, not only did the shirt turn pink, it did it with no artifacts and no glitches. But changing someone's clothing and appearance is the minimum potential of what this model is capable of. It can create animated stories, generate 3D models of characters using only a selfie, and it can even change the expression on any character or person. Anyway, let's check out this model and see what it can do. First, let's have a look at some community posts on the X platform. First, we have my fellow creator, Jared, who shows this quick image of this presenter. He's changed his shirt to a suit, and now he's changed the background to some sort of comedy club. And you can see there how accurate it is. It maintains the original image, but it makes the adjustments. So great example here, Jared. Then we have this post from JB. He grabbed this image of Sam Altman and he actually put him in drag queen clothing at the bottom there. Now, I'm sure he wasn't trying to throw any shade at Sam Altman. I think he was just trying to illustrate how powerful this model is. This next one by Riley was very interesting. What they did is they asked Gemini to create a square passport photo of the blonde woman on the right. And you can see there, look how accurate it is. This next user took a selfie of himself and then he asked Gemini to make a 3D model in a different angle, and look how accurate it is. You can see the wrinkles around his cheeks as well, and just the same expression. It's extremely accurate. And somebody else gave it a try and they used this example of Morgan Freeman. I'm sure that's Morgan Freeman, or is that Samuel L. Jackson? This next one was really interesting as well because this user, Ken, he inputted this image of this character. He asked Gemini and said, make her angry. And you can see there, her expression has changed. Anyway, let's have a look at my creations and let's see what I thought of. So here we are in the Google AI Studio where you can access the model. Now, if you guys watched my previous video, I did showcase this feature called Stream Real Time. It allows users to share your screen whilst talking to the model as well. If you haven't checked out that video, go check it out and give this a try as well. But anyway, let's go back to create prompt where we're going to access the model. And on the right here where it says model, when you select it, you'll see this option here which says image generation. You want to select that. And when you go down here, you will actually see a bunch of options. So you can connect your Google Drive, you can upload a file or image, you can record audio, you can use your camera, and you can also look at sample media as well. They've got a bunch of options to select. Now in the middle here, you'll actually see a bunch of generic options to give you some inspiration. So when you click on Visual Story where it says generate a story with images, so it gave me 9 images of this baby lamb, and it's sort of like a storyline, and it's given me some text as well to follow. Now, one thing I'm noticing is how consistent the lamb is in every shot. So I grabbed those images, ran it through Luma Dream Machine, added some text to speech, and here are the results.
One bright morning, as his mother enjoyed a chat with Mrs. Higgins the sheep, Barnaby's eyes spotted a tiny red explorer. The wheat field was a rustling maze of towering stalks. Suddenly, a loud honk broke the peaceful rustling. A rather stern-looking goose stood guard over a patch of lush green grass.
Anyway, that took me about 5 minutes to do all that, but it reminds me of that episode from The Simpsons where Lisa's talking to the baby lamb.
Please, Lisa, I thought you loved me. Loved me.
So what else can this model do? So you can actually create custom birthday cards. So I put this prompt here at the start and it gave me this black birthday card. So I said, do it again, but make it out to my fiance, Melissa. And I wrote a bunch of stuff. Anyway, it did change it. It said happy birthday. Her name now has been input there. I did say end it with a poem that says M is for, E is for, but like it didn't do it. But either way, if I kept going, maybe it would have. Then I asked it to change the color scheme, make it a white card. And you can see there, it's changed it to white. And it's kept the same format. I wrote, make it nicer. You can see there, it's a little bit more nice. And then I wrote, make it nicer and make sure it's romantic. And then it just gave me the original one from the start. All right, this next one was kind of funny. I grabbed this selfie of my dad and I wrote, show a selfie of this man at the Sydney Opera House giving a thumbs up. And you can see there, let me enlarge it actually. You can see there, it looks like, I mean, that's really looks like my dad. And he's standing in front of the Opera House as well. Different outfit as well. So anyway, I guess that worked. This next one's kind of silly, but I just want to show you guys how much power you have with customization. So we've got this image of me and I wrote, make him put his hands down to his side. So you can see here, it's maintained the consistency of my character and now my hands are to the side. I did write, make him pick his nose. Let's see how that turned out. Yeah, kind of. Now you guys remember this one where we changed the shirt to pink. Now let's change the hair color to pink. Let's see how that comes out. All right, so that took 6.9 seconds. And you know what? That worked. My hair is pink. All right, let's see if this works. Change the hairstyle to mohawk. Look at that. You know what? I am losing my hair kind of as well. So this may be my hairstyle in the future. And you know this reminds me of that wrestler from WWE. Was it Taz or Jazz? Like I can't remember, but it looks like him. All right, this one was really interesting, okay? So I wrote something on the lines, I'll read it out to you guys. Design a futuristic AI-powered smartwatch with a holographic display. Anyway, you get the point. So there it is there. And then I wrote, make the band transparent and add a glowing neon effect. So you can see there, it's looking a bit nicer. Then I wrote, turn the 3D interface into a circular design instead of rectangular. So it kind of did it, but here's the interesting part. Watch what I did next. Now show the smartwatch on a person's wrist, demonstrating its features in action. And you can see there, it didn't come out perfect, but it's maintained the previous image and it's followed my instructions. So I was actually shocked at how well this came out. All right, this is interesting. So what I did, I gave my... So this next example is kind of interesting. I gave a selfie of myself, and for the instructions, I kept aging myself. So this is the first one. I aged myself 5 years. So looks very similar, but my hair is a little bit different. Then I aged myself 10 years. So I've gotten rid of the beard now, and everything in the background has changed. Then this is me in the year 2040 as well. So yeah, I mean, not really much has changed. I've now adapted glasses and I've got a little bit more wrinkles now. All right, now this is the year 2045. Looks like I've become some sort of cyborg with my robotic arm. This one is 2050. I am no longer fully human, but it kind of looks like me as like a nerd in glasses. Then things got really interesting. By 2055, I have transcended my physical form and exist partly as a digital entity. And look at that. This is accurate as well, because I feel as if we are going to become digital entities with Neuralink and downloading your consciousness. And so this actually might be very accurate. And then it took a really, really weird turn. Now in 2060, I have become something beyond human comprehension, a cosmic being of pure energy. And that makes absolute sense. That's why the universe exists and we exist. We are going to turn into what appears to be some sort of black hole galaxy. Anyway, what are my final thoughts on this new model from Gemini? All right, first of all, I'm going to say that this tool is definitely useful. It's not a gimmick. I could see people using this, and I'm really interested to see what the new model would look like and how powerful that would be. Do I think other image generation and video generation models need to integrate some sort of feature similar to this? I think they do, because if you guys are like me and you generated an image and you like it, but there's just one thing that you want to change, but you can't change that unless you change the prompt, you'll know how frustrating that can be. So this is something that I think is definitely going to be a must moving forward. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.